Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, stranger.
Where have you been all my life? Hey, boys and girls.
Way too long.
Yes.
Sorry about the wait this morning. We had one of our hosts decide to leave us, and another host is filling in for their job. So
Oh, I see.
I was like scrambling this morning.
Oh, I.
And also one of our hosts, Kristen, is a nurse. So she's like, I'm leaving the hospital now. Get it ready for me. I'm coming in hot. I'm like, okay.
All right.
So we got it all together. That is such inside baseball that you did need to deal with.
Right.
But we are actively looking for another one of our hosts for our games. We absolutely love the people that we work with, and we're expanding rapidly, and we would love to be able to offer someone a part-time job that you might really actually enjoy.
It looks like it would be fun.
We're also looking for Christmas decorators. So if you love making decorations, arts and crafts, maybe you're retired, maybe you got a couple of hours to give in the afternoon, you're a stay-at-home mom and you're like, I'm bored, I want to do something. We are creating a winter wonderland in a art studio that we're going to bring to the outside when it's time for the winter market. So we're looking for 5 people to assist us.
Wow, that's aggressive.
I know. Making these amazing, creations. I'm sitting there drawing all these things out. And now I've got to go to Lauren and the professionals to be like, all right, how are we making this?
Right. Can we do this?
Right. So I'm looking forward to that. That's the fun portion of everything that we're working on right now. So thank you for joining us.
And the Christmas market starts when?
So that is going to be November 23rd. We've added Saturdays. So now it's going to be Saturday and Sunday for 4 straight weeks. I know.
You got nothing else to do.
Yeah. All my free time, right?
Right. Wow. Well, you get so many people applying, though.
We do. And our staff is growing. The people that are involved are incredible. And I just reached out to the Boys and Girls Club and offering them some spaces for them to be little entrepreneurs.
Oh, very nice.
I know. So if they're going to work on some of their stuff that they want to sell to the general public, or maybe a fundraiser that they're working on for a group collective activity, just super fun stuff. What's up, Nate? Hello, Gloria. How are you on this fabulous Tuesday? Gloria's here for the crazy crime.
Oh, she is.
You're gonna have to wait a minute.
Yeah,
Gloria.
we got a lot going on this morning.
We do. Well, the hurricane situation has got everybody freaked out, especially in your world.
See, I got my Clearwater Beach
Clearwater
sweatshirt on.
strong. It is actually devastatingly scary.
It's scary. They have set up cots in the Trop, the stadium where the Tampa Bay Rays play. They have set up 10,000 cots for the work crews that are going to come in to try to put everything back together again.
Yeah.
It's just going to be the surge this time could be 9 to 10 feet. And if you saw the pictures from Helene, that was like 5 to 6 feet. Any of those buildings that you saw, like, for example, in Clearwater Beach or elsewhere, that were maybe halfway covered.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah.
But then there's people. Last night, I because it's like a second home to us, I follow the stuff on the Clearwater Beach pages. And
he's a Townie page follower.
He's a Townie
Can't
page.
help it.
But and there's this guy that owns a tiki hut bar on the beach. And he posted something last night. I'm not going anywhere. I'm riding it out.
Oh, he's definitely going to be riding it out.
And I'm thinking, you're not freaking David Ortiz who laughs in the face of danger. Your place isn't going to be there.
Yeah, no.
It's not going to be there.
I don't know if you're watching. The weather people are crying. That's how massive the storm is.
But it's also funny. You watch the Weather Channel, and we know this from being in the media, from storm duty and other things. You live for this stuff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is Christmas to them.
Oh, yeah. Mari was watching last night going, they seem a little too excited.
They're
about
100% excited. This is
oh,
an
yeah,
event.
this is it. And we're at my mother-in-law's yesterday because we had to go to a funeral and we went to pick her up. She was watching Fox Weather.
Yeah.
And I thought of your brother.
You're like, I know somebody who made that.
One of those guys sitting at the desk behind there, that's Steph's brother. He must be out of his mind.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
I can't even talk to him. He's very, very busy. Like he'll text me with like little updates when he gets a break. But oh yeah, this is full on their Christmas right now in weather departments across America.
Oh yeah,
what's happening?
Oh yeah, and there's a guy I was mentioning before we went on, who's a TV weather guy in Tampa, Dennis Phillips, and I was watching him last night. His Facebook Live had 34,000 people.
Oh yeah,
watching.
people want to know.
That's incredible. I mean, if you get 1,000 on a Facebook Live, you're like, damn, that's good. He had 34,000 people.
Yeah, people want to
him.
know. Exactly. I mean, this is affecting so many people and so many other people that have vacation homes there, family there.
Oh, yeah.
Florida's the number one retirement community. You want to know what's happening. It's not like they can mobilize very much.
Right.
Oh, my God, said Cindy.
Yep.
Doing good. I'm about to record a podcast later. Good for you,
good
Nate.
For you.
Keep up the practice.
And all the people writing in on the Clearwater and other place townie pages. I'm supposed to go on vacation in 2 weeks. How do you think the beach is going to be?
Girl, we'll be
Shut
lucky.
up. Really? They were doing live shots last night with reporters on Clearwater Beach. There's still debris on it.
Yeah.
And it smells and there's bugs and I don't care what the Hilton says.
Yeah.
And I'm going to single the Hilton out because the Hilton has been called out several times already. Who are telling their people,
they're not
no,
sponsoring our show.
You don't have to think that's good. You don't have to cancel. Everything's fine. Our pool is open. No. Please don't go.
Right.
One of our lemon heads, Judy Cardinelli, she has evacuated, she and Andy, and I heard from her this morning, and she said she's going to check in on the chat.
Okay, good.
At about 8:00, and then we're going to have Mari on about 8:15, and originally to talk about Cape Cod real estate, but she's also going to be able to talk about what's going on in Florida because a lot of people with retirement homes, that's their investment.
Yeah.
And things are already pretty goofy down there with A, home prices, and B, the cost of insurance.
Everybody's talking about this insurance situation that's happening in Florida right now.
We have a former colleague. She has a place, and she, in the last storm, she was showing pictures of it, and she said, and of course, I don't have insurance.
Yeah.
And the place is destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That stinks.
Good morning, everyone.
I know, right? My mother-in-law evacuated this time. I think the last time where her chair broke and they were stuck high up in the air. They've got these like electric lift up chairs.
Yeah.
So they kept lifting themselves as water was coming in the house because they decided to stay. Geniuses. Let me just tell you, geniuses.
So then when the power cut out, they were stuck.
They were stuck up in the air
at the 5th step or the 7th step or whatever. Oh my goodness.
I was like, I wish they had a Ring cam or some sort of cam in the house that we could just check in to watch those two.
Yes.
It's my mother-in-law and her sister. It's like the blind leading the blind.
Wow.
They don't listen and they don't.
Speaking of the Ring cam, I haven't been here in about a week.
Right.
I noticed the added security.
Oh, for crying out loud. It's my husband with his new toys.
I don't recall the camera looking down on the driveway. Right. And the Ring thing certainly wasn't there last time I was here.
I know.
And the pad. And I'm thinking, oh, God, do I have to know the code to let myself into the house?
No.
Or is it unlocked like it always is? It's still unlocked.
It's unlocked. It unlocks at a time for people to come in.
Oh, okay. Oh, automatically?
Oh, yeah. And it's got this stupid finger thing, but it doesn't like my finger. So I have to like tap it 14 times before it lets me in. Like, how did I hold my finger to get in here last time?
Oh, my goodness.
It's so ridiculous. Yeah. Fort Knox up there.
Right. And the crime scene next door is gone.
Yeah. He's still working on it, that one.
Right.
The crime scene is now back in my driveway because we've got one more farmer's market. I'm just like, we're limping to the finish, literally just limping. It will be a 0.5K that we've got coming up. It's a pink 0.5K. We're raising money for the Women's Early Detection Fund, which is a fund right at Cape Cod Hospital for any Cape Cod person that needs any sort of breast imaging, any sort of female thing that's not covered under your insurance, and you don't have to do anything special for it. There's no bureaucracy behind the fund. It's just a fund that's available when you can't pay, which I love.
That's great.
Yeah, there's no administration, anything.
Yep.
So it's just we're raising straight money for that. The 0.5K, which you and Mari have completed.
Yes, we have.
You are veterans of this race.
Have the little sticker in the back of
You
our
do.
cars. We're so proud of ourselves. Let me tell you.
I love it. So we've got Sandy from Thumbtastic going to be at the end of the finish line with the massages. I'm working on getting a component from Cape Cod Healthcare there to, make sure maybe a blood pressure check or maybe a water station in there somewhere just in case we get a little thirsty. We've got the police on staff. I know that Katie Hennessy is going to be there with our comfort canine, Kara.
Oh my God.
And it's her birthday. It's her first birthday.
Oh, it is.
So she's going to have her little pink tutu on,
Oh,
and
isn't
she's
that
going to be our
great?
little race ambassador.
Oh my goodness. What's the weather supposed to be like on Sunday?
I don't even know. I haven't even looked yet. It's probably going to be a disaster.
Well, it's supposed to be sunny and 62.
Okay, well, take that. Hopefully it doesn't
So
change.
I guess the remnants of Milton, I guess they're not factoring that in yet.
Okay, hopefully that'll be gone and we don't have to deal with that.
Yep.
But it's not too late to get signed up. It's only $20, and once again, that's going to the Women's Early Detection Fund.
Mhm.
Nowhere else, just for them. And so we would love for you to be able to participate in this. Also, we're going to have a few people from the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe,
Very cool.
Indigenous Peoples Weekend,
Yes.
and the Youth Council is going to be there.
Mhm.
So I'm sure they'll have information and some merchandise and some other stuff. So come and say hi and get to know our Mashpee Wampanoag tribe.
Mhm.
So here we are. It's Tuesday. I feel like I've lived a million lives since the last time I saw you.
Yes. It's only been it's been a while.
It's right. It's like a week and a half.
Yes, it has. Really? That long? Wow.
And in Hank and Stephanie time, that's like usually we go like 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days. That's about it. Yeah, but no, that's a long time.
So you got a lot of stuff to catch up on. We did have parents' weekends. That was fun. My daughter's got the crud, the ick.
Ick, really?
Ugh.
And the freshman 15 yet?
She lost weight. I was like, you look thin. Tell me again. I was like, what?
Lily, you're supposed to put it on.
Yeah, right. No.
Eat the crappy cafeteria food.
She's
It's all
not.
part of the deal.
Yeah, she doesn't like the food and she's got unlimited swipes. She'll go in there and she had coffee and a piece of toast while she watched my son house 3 rounds of breakfast in there
Oh, jeez.
when we were eating together. So yes, he very much enjoyed the free breakfast. Thank you very much, Salem State.
Right.
One of the administrators in there that was organizing it. Super nice, just really nice people. And her son's a senior at Mass Maritime.
Really?
So we were just yapping about, the Cape and all the stuff, the incredible opportunities that him being at Mass Maritime has afforded him. What a great school it is. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
We got some amazing schools here in Massachusetts.
I think a lot of people don't understand it's more than just a maritime school. It's more than just where you go to learn to be a, boat captain and then star on Below Deck.
Yeah. There's that possibility also, though.
Right. But yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of business programs.
Yeah.
And there's, stuff in the marine area, like marine biology and all.
And
of
their
that.
graduates really look out for each other.
Mhm.
She said that he was at a job, something or other, and the guy stopped him. You're a cadet. Here's my card. Call me when you graduate. I got a job for you.
Yeah, that's nice.
Right? That's nice to be well sought after you've already expended all of this money to be at an academy.
Right.
Can I donate $20 and not run? Absolutely.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
But it's not even run.
It's a 0.5K.
It's a stroll.
Anyone can do it. You can walk, limp,
Crawl.
jumping jack, crawl.
Well, I don't know about the jumping jack.
I've got 2 of our friends currently in treatment right now, and they're like, you know what? I can do this. I'm like, you absolutely can. It's a lap around the field.
Right.
You can do it.
Right.
And we're just going to have a really fun day anyway. I think we're going to bust out the karaoke machine and apparently our vendors. It's going to be vendor karaoke.
Oh, jeez.
No holds barred for our final market here.
I know some of them vendors. I don't know if I want to hear them sing.
I think you do. It's going to be entertaining, if nothing else. So we'd love to see you on Sunday. This one starts at 10 o'clock and it goes on until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're looking for something fun to do before the Pats game, after the Pats game, or after.
Whoa.
What?
Pats game. No.
It's bad.
Nobody's watching.
It's bad.
Nobody's watching. We're still interested, but Sunday we were running around doing all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And I said to Mari, you know what? We haven't even turned the radio on.
Right?
So we turned it on and then
You're like, oh, they're up. No, they're not. They're
No,
the
they're
Pats.
not. No, they're not. And Jabril, after think that's how you pronounce his first name. Last name Peppers, one of the captains,
Yep.
has been arrested for assault and battery.
Great.
And they say they found cocaine in his wallet.
Guys, haven't you been watching the Aaron Hernandez story? There's a new version of it out right now. It's absolutely terrifying. It's by Ryan Murphy.
Mhm.
And let that be a lesson to you. Just because you're a big football star doesn't mean you can get away with all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah.
But you making millions of dollars a year and doing cocaine in clubs when you're a professional athlete in season.
Yeah.
As a captain getting arrested.
And he's supposed to be a reasonable guy. You know, he's not seen as a crazy man or anything. He's a Michigan State Michigan State guy. He's well thought of and respected, and of course he denies it all and yada yada. But
oh, Cindy, that's something I want to see. She says, "Be ready for total eclipse of the heart. I want karaoke." We've got a karaoke night coming up. Curtis is going to be hosting it October 18th. It begins over at House of Hatchets in Hyannis. Shout out to our friend Cliff over there. Right? What could go wrong?
People are gonna
right?
get karaoke, and I got one of these. And if I don't like to sing, I can.
It's better than the Gong Show. You never know.
Right? Sorry,
you've been chopped. You've been axed. It's our version of chopped.
Oh my goodness!
I think it's a great idea, Cliff. I'm onto it. So they're in separate areas. However,
you think?
I think it's a great way to.
Music travels, sound travels, and someone can take their axe and walk that way as well.
End the night. I love it. My son actually asked us to stop because he needed a bloody knife for his Halloween costume. I didn't actually even ask what the Halloween costume was. I just said no. Well, we were in Halloween Town over the weekend.
Oh, in Salem.
Oh, yeah. Everybody was all dressed up to the nines. We actually paid money to go to this horrible haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
Although the whole time I kept waiting for someone to jump because I was the last one in line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, someone's going to touch me. Someone's going to touch me. Nobody touched me. I was a little sad about it.
Okay.
Thanks, Hank.
You're welcome.
I was prepped for someone to jump behind me and jump scare me, but they didn't.
The museum up there, I forget the name of it.
There's so many.
The Art Museum. They have a huge exhibit about narwhals right now.
The Essex?
Yes.
Okay.
A huge exhibit about narwhals.
All right.
I don't know why they do, but it's.
Well, that's a magical creature. I mean,
yeah.
they're the sea unicorn.
Right.
Right?
Right. Or some people thought they were mermaids or whatever, but
right.
They're the whales with the one tooth that pops out.
I think it's a tusk or a horn.
Yep.
Either way, they're super cute.
I have a friend who wrote a book about narwhals.
Are you serious?
Yes. And has been translated into several languages. He's an environmental writer. I worked with him years ago at
that's kind of cool though.
Eastern Utilities. Then he went to work at URI, particularly working with the folks in the whole marine program down there.
Yeah.
And he's retired ridiculously young, probably because his wife has been a banker all these years.
Well, either that or he's making that narwhal money we didn't know about.
And he's made, you know what he does now? He goes on cruises for free, like Cruises of Alaska.
I'm the marine biologist, everybody.
Yeah. And he's the one that does the talks.
We're doing it wrong, Hank.
And he goes on these cruises, and he starting to come back from one, and he said, they've asked me to do another one right after this one, but well, we have company coming. And I'm thinking, Todd, get back on the friggin' boat. Seriously. Who's ever coming, if they can't cancel their reservations, just tell them where the keys are.
One of our friends that we've seen here on this show, Captain Awesome, that's what he does. He Alaska and all of those other ones, but he cruises for the Weather Channel or something else, just watching our environmental science issues. And I gotta tell you, I'm kind of jealous. These are amazing adventures.
Oh, they are.
To just come back here and, cook at the Family Table Collaborative or bop over and do his fun little tours he does for kids around the Cape for some of our marine life.
Yep.
Some really, really neat programs we've got around here.
Yes, we do.
Today is one of those big deal days. I don't know if you're an Amazon person, but I just want to remind everyone that 1 or 2 or 3 little items that you buy locally could really shift a big spend here into the Cape Cod economy. With that said, I'm not going to stop you from getting your big deals on Amazon today.
Right.
Let me know if there's anything good out there.
Oh, okay.
I know you're going to do it anyway.
Of
So you
course.
might as well just try and ask for a few things to shift.
Of course.
That's all.
When I get the notice from Amazon, your bill is ready. Sometimes I go look at it and I go, how did that happen?
Right.
Because it's, I needed a new cord for my headphones, and then I needed this, and we needed that, and bomb, and all of a sudden, it's like, oh, it's like going to BJ's or Costco or
I
something.
know.
You go in for toilet paper, and you walk out with two carts full
Well,
of
it's
stuff.
also, we used to have companies on the Cape. Is there an awards company on the Cape somebody I can order trophies or anything for?
Boy, I don't know.
Because I ended up having to order them online and I didn't want to. I wanted to use a local company, but I couldn't find a local company that did it. We have our clam jam that's coming up November 17th.
Right.
And we have the hog off. If you are an amazing stuffed clam maker, we have our amateur competition. It's only $10 to enter. You only have to feed the judges. You're not feeding a mass amount of people. So you've got to make 10 decent sized clams that our judges can try. And the winner gets a trophy. So I was just looking for a local company to make a fun little trophy out of, kind of like my little Boss Hog trophies over there.
Right.
I think Eric actually ordered one and then put the clam on top of it and spray painted it.
Right. It's the only one I know of was in Taunton, and I used it all the time when I was at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
It's an Asian restaurant now.
Oh, all right then.
So there goes that trophy company.
Do you guys still make trophies? Yay or nay?
Yay or nay? Yes. In the back room, is there still a little corner?
Can I get that with my little man? Thank you.
Right. Speaking of which,
Yes.
Can we just do a they don't sponsor us or anything.
No.
But the Saga restaurant finally
we have
opened.
hibachi here.
We have hibachi in
woo
in
Mashpee.
We went there last week, I guess. We just sat at the bar. It was just the two of us. You need a reservation to go to the hibachi side.
Yep.
The food was great, and we could hear what was going on the other side. People were laughing. People were cheering.
Isn't that nice?
I'm sure the chefs are throwing knives around and tossing food and
we
everything
love that.
else.
Doesn't matter how many times I've seen that show. I'm still amazed.
Oh yeah. But it's going to be jamming, folks. It really is. Everybody's been, because there's nothing like that over here.
We ended up going after the football game on Friday.
Oh, you did.
And we found that around 8:30, cruised right in, not a problem.
Oh, really?
So you got to go later.
Did you sit on the
bar side?
Oh, the bar side.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We didn't get hibachi.
Yeah.
Well, because he's got his little Blackstone up there. I feel like I have hibachi twice a week. I'm very spoiled. He's getting very good at it.
Does he put on a little white hat and throw his knives around?
No, I don't have a show yet, Hank.
Okay.
I'm waiting on that. And
Okay.
although the thought of him throwing knives, he can barely walk upstairs sometimes. He's very clumsy because his brain is on other things.
Okay.
So
then you don't want to.
I don't think he should be throwing knives or working on any of those things. But
Okay.
I'm sure. I bet he does out there when he's out there by himself.
Yeah.
Just like karate in the gym. It's one of those stepbrothers things. I'm sure he does that out there. I just don't witness it or haven't yet.
Okay.
Maybe I need to put in my own little secret cameras around here so I can watch him do weird things on the Blackstone.
Turn the outside security cameras in.
Right? It's my own cooking show. I just watch Cliff make me things. I like this. I like this idea very much. All right. So let's take a little look at crazy crime because I did check in with the Sandwich police.
They got a couple of things.
Well, I just really loved this one. 3 incidents in particular on September 28th. I don't know what was going on there, but it seemed to be a day to just call the police where they got a phone call about gunshots. So it was all quiet when the officers arrived. The call about a woman screaming and then gunshots. Officers investigated, unable to confirm anything. Meanwhile, caller reported someone sitting in a chair near the roundabout. They were also volunteering for a bike race.
Right.
Guys, stop calling the police for stupid stuff.
Right.
They are there to take care of us, protect us. They are peace officers. But you see somebody sitting in a chair in a roundabout and you're like, I got to call the police on that.
Right. And they're probably wearing something official looking, I would imagine.
A bike race.
Or there's a table in front of them with water on it or something. You're right. People will call for the dangest thing.
Right?
Yeah.
They saw somebody slide off the hood of a car and just fall on the ground. So they called the police.
Right.
They fell.
It
was an accident.
Yeah.
They were fine. It wasn't like they were lying on the ground distraught.
Right. Right. But all these people who hear things, there's another one there that claimed that the kids were running around throwing trash cans around. And when the police
Wow,
got
we've
there,
never seen that.
It was like, yeah, where? What? Who?
Foolish. No, I like the real crazy crimes.
Right.
We need
and
to
the
get
screaming,
into it.
I was thinking people, there's several reports they're hearing people scream. I think other people have their windows open and they're playing video games.
Honestly, have you ever heard a teenager play video games?
Yes, I have. And we have to tell her to calm between the screaming on the game and her screaming.
Yep.
Have to say, old people live here.
It's not even old people. I'm like, oh my God, is everyone okay up there?
And it's 7:15 and most of them have gone to bed. Really? Tone it down.
I had a meeting with the basically the camp director of the villages last week.
Oh, you did?
We did. We were just talking about maybe doing some activities, some events, something fun for our residents.
Oh, good.
So we'll see.
Good. We have the never mind. I'll think of who's coming in a minute.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just at a senior moment. Never mind. The Moonlighters. We have the Moonlighters on Halloween night.
That's awesome.
Yes.
They're really enjoyable.
Oh, they are.
Manny is one of my favorite human beings. We met at adult volleyball.
Adult volleyball.
Mm-hmm. Used to be at Mashpee. We used to have fun.
Okay.
And I mean, we were all pretty old already.
Mm-hmm.
I tore my ACL.
Okay.
I ended up in the hospital after adult volleyball.
I remember having a story. I was having a story once about nude volleyball. It
No. We all had our clothes on. Thank God.
Okay.
That's why I'm still friends with Manny and Lynn. I can't wait to see you guys.
With clothes on, of course.
I know. Do I get an invitation over to the villages? That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yep.
Are you allowed to have outside people come to your parties? Right?
Sometimes it appears yes, but most of the time I can't tell because they sell tickets, so you've got to sign up, and I don't quite understand how it works.
Well, let me know what's going on over there because I'm curious.
Yeah.
I know that our friends over at the Valley Grill have the X-rated hypnotist. Frank Santos is going to be there on Thursday night.
We knew his father.
Right?
His father's an
very
Attleboro
much
guy.
knew his father.
An Attleboro guy.
I know.
Yep.
And it just made me laugh. Like, oh, the son's doing the same thing. I love it. Whatever.
Right.
So if you're not afraid, you're not really going to get hypnotized. It's also just a very fun stage show. So
right.
Definitely go check them out over at the Valley Grill, and shout out to our friends Don and Will. We appreciate you. No, we had some good national crazy crime.
Oh, we
did. One that I was just like, oh, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially England, where a UK alcoholism charity exec
No. It's not going to happen, is it?
Got caught hiding in a bush after a drunken tree crash, gets banned from driving for life, apparently.
I didn't want that to happen.
The alcoholism charity over there in England. Also, a nursing home dispute over stolen Vienna sausages leads to resident being stabbed in the chest.
Vienna sausages?
Those residents spend a lot of time together.
I guess.
Right?
I guess. Have we seen Julie yet?
No, she might be checking in, but no, I haven't seen her yet. And also, a Dallas Uber driver seen on video punching a passenger over a dispute over legroom.
Mm-hmm. Really?
These are all down south. That's the only thing I can say. Well, the other one's England, but that's usually a UK thing problem that they've got. But
right.
Stabbing over Vienna fingers and punching over legroom. Welcome. I actually met the executive of Uber while I was in South Carolina.
You did?
I did. I didn't believe him. I Googled him. Mm-hmm. Have you ever Googled someone where you're like, you're full of it?
Right.
I was like, oh, it is you. Jonathan is actually from Rhode Island.
Really?
Yes.
And how did you stumble across him?
We were just yapping to a couple of friends of ours nearby, and he just came over and started talking with them. And I was like, I don't believe you.
I'm the head of you.
No. He sounded so Rhode Island that my friend thought he was Italian. She's like, no, he's from Italy. I'm like, Meredith, he is not.
No, he's from, he's from Rhode Island. Rhode Island. That's VHODE. Rhode Island.
She said, no, I thought he was Italian. No, Meredith, he definitely was from Rhode Island. I love our Southern friends very, very much.
Real Italians don't say use guys.
Yeah, right. What's up, Tammy? Thanks for joining us on the show. It's Hank, it's Stephanie, it's Tuesday. And we're expecting Milton to interrupt our Florida family friends and all of everything that's going on.
Yep.
And we're waiting on Julie to check in with us. And we're going to bring Mari on the show. She is sitting here waiting in the wings.
Is she there?
She's here. Hey, Mari.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
I feel like I'm on that show with the married couples and one's backstage. Do you remember that, Burt Convent?
She's backstage. Bring Mari on.
What?
I don't
You
know
spent
who
all the
remembers
money?
that. How is
So
everyone?
what's going on in the real estate situation? Is everybody freaking out? Are you getting phone calls constantly? What do I do? Do I have enough insurance? Did I make the right move?
So actually, we have the new world order of real estate that started August 17th. And I kind of waited to come on to talk about it because we all had to adjust to it. And I think we're all doing a great job. All the Cape agents are doing a wonderful job with it. And what it is it's all about compensation and who pays who and how buyers now have to sign a contract before they even get to see a house with a buyer agent.
Isn't that normally already a thing, Mari?
It was in other states, but not here. It definitely not on the Cape. So,
Gotcha.
And you didn't have to. You could have a buyer's contract, but it wasn't mandatory. It's now mandatory to even get into a house. So, so before the seller would hire a listing agent to list their house and pay them compensation. And then they'd say, and you can take some of that money and pay a buyer agent. And we could see what our compensation was in the MLS system. Now a listing agent gets paid from the seller, and a buyer agent in the contract now knows how much they're going to pay their buyer agent.
Which I don't think is a bad thing. I mean, it's very upfront. Here, this is what I'm getting. This is what you're getting.
Yes. And it's actually working out, I think, a lot better than any of us thought. We've had a little pullback from buyers who don't want to sign a contract to see one house. But that's okay, because obviously they're not serious.
Right.
They're not ready to go, and that's okay. And buyers can still go to an open house without, a representative. And look at the house, and they can, write their own offer, but I wouldn't suggest doing that at all.
No.
I would suggest if you find the house and you don't have a buyer agent, get one, so that's pretty much what's going on. It's not as scary as we all thought it was going to be.
Well, once again, when we all have to do new things, nobody likes to do new things. And everybody, the fear, the doom, the gloom, they're taking where we're doing. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's just a scary thing. And now it's been employed and you're handling it.
Right. And we're consumers too. So we know how we hate to sign something. We're right there with everybody else, oh, I got to sign something. But we're going to make it as easy as we can for everyone. It's not going to be a scary thing, and we'll talk everybody through it.
Yeah, we've been talking an awful lot about Milton and everything else, and we're familiar, you much more than I, because you're the expert, with just the whole real estate situation in Florida, and how crazy it is already. And lots of folks have second homes down there. Lots of folks have parents who live down there permanently. What do you think is gonna happen after Milton rolls through?
Yeah. Well, the last time a big hurricane rolled through Florida, we got a lot of people moving back to the Cape and so forth. So it'll be interesting to see if that happens again. My heart goes out to everyone in Florida right now. Like Hank said earlier, that's our second home in our hearts. And, we have a lot of good friends that live all through the state, and all the realtors that are out there. Their business is going to take a hit. So wherever you can contribute, please do. We've already contributed to Clearwater Aquarium, and we'll be contributing, down the road for this next hurricane. So whatever anybody can do would be helpful for all.
I was
involved.
just looking. My cousin is there, and she was just posting what the school system is basically like. We're off the entire week. Don't even think about school. Don't even worry about school. Get the heck out of here. Move.
And they're moving the college kids off, Florida State and, Central Florida and all of that. I can't imagine.
Right?
trying to move college kids.
You're college freshman, and
Yeah.
you're like, okay, and now you're coming home. Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
if you can get home.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that was it. My friend Jill, we were supposed to get together and go to Encore on Friday, and she can't get a flight out.
Yeah.
They're
And they're expensive
completely
too.
booked. Everybody's trying to get the hell out of there,
Mhm.
and no one can. So that's
Yeah.
also terrifying.
Yeah. And one of my friends, her daughter's out there, and she said, a couple of years ago when there was a hurricane, JetBlue had $99 flights. They're now $9.99.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That is
That's
really
like price gouging the
that's
people that
that's awful.
Yeah.
I just,
right.
and I like JetBlue, but boy, stop it.
Well, I
JetBlue,
just
really.
I wasn't all that impressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Really?
So it's
Oh
just,
my god! There was a snafu with every flight that I took.
Really?
I
yeah.
was just like, okay, whatever. It is what
Yeah.
it is.
fly-
It ended up being
flying's
fine,
no
and I
fun.
ended up getting a direct home, so I'm not
Okay.
complaining about that portion.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
did save me 2 hours. But I still got
Mm.
home at 1:00 in the morning.
Right.
It's ridiculousness.
Yeah. Yeah. So if anybody wants to call Hank and I, getting back to the real estate,
Yes.
it's 508-360-5664. We'll answer any questions, but just know that if you're calling about a house and you want to see it and your realtor says, great, first you have to sign. It's standard across the United States.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
legit.
just like Cape Cod agents have to do it. Everyone has to do this. So
And if
just,
the realtor says, "Oh, don't worry about it," say, "No, no, 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 no.
get a new realtor.
Yeah.
Get a new realtor."
Yes, please,
Yeah,
because
'cause that's not gonna work.
It's not right. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So,
And since we have you, why don't you talk about Cape Cod dining at home and everywhere else?
Yes.
yes, so I'm going to be. Well, I might as well announce it right here, right? So we're going to be doing a new contest, and
Woo-woo.
it's pickle palooza or whatever the word is.
Pickapalooza?
Palooza, and it's going to be all recipes with pickles in it. So
I love it.
I'll be putting more out there, who our sponsors are and everything. Will be on the page today. So
Yay.
yeah, so it's a 50. I bet you can't guess who our sponsors are, Steph.
I wonder.
So
Mm.
I'll be putting that out there and for everybody. And if you're not a member, join, because it's a fun page. We don't put up with anything except cooking and fun and recipes. So
Well, 'tis the season to be pickling. Everybody's pulling their
Yep.
stuff out of their garden, their beets, their
Exactly.
cucumbers. They're like, what do we do with all of
Mhm.
this? Let's get
Yep.
pickling. I saw
Right.
our friend Jeff. He just did like 40 pounds of beets yesterday,
Really?
pickling
Oh my
away because getting ready. Tis the season.
Yeah,
So I'm
it
excited that
is.
you're doing
Yeah.
Pickle Palooza.
Yeah.
And also, I hope you do your drink thing. We're gonna hook you up with Shipwrecked, I think.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah,
Good.
that would be great because
Right?
yeah. So Kitty over at Holly Red, she's had quite a season. So she's been so busy. Usually they do it and they're great. But she's like, I'm so out straight. They have a lot of like weddings
Yay,
and
though.
showers and
It's nice
know,
to
so
be busy again.
it is. So and they're a great place, Holly Ridge, to have a function, but it's and everybody's finding that out. So that's why they're busy, so Shipwreck, thank you for doing it, and we can get together and discuss that because that's always
Yeah.
a fun.
Very good.
Everybody wants to judge that one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I-
There's a line.
I-
We mentioned that, and there's a line.
I throw
Yeah.
my hat in the ring for that one all the
Yeah.
time. I'm like, hey, me, remember?
Right,
I want to
right.
be a judge.
Yeah.
Cape Cod dining at home and anywhere else. Mari, if you are looking for a realtor, we have got two fabulous ones for you right
Yes.
here.
Thank
And,
you, Steph. And there's
my
still
gosh.
time. We're having our pie party for our clients, and that's November 26th. So there's still time to become one of our clients, either if you're thinking of selling or buying a home.
yeah,
So
you guys
give
are
us a
so
call.
good to your people, and I love that pie
And
party.
you, and you can get to go
It's
to
at
the
JD's.
party, see
Yeah.
Steph,
Yes.
Yeah.
get a free pie, have a couple
Santa.
of free drinks,
Santa-
some free
Santa's
food at
gonna be there.
JD Burgers
And sushi company.
and Sushi Company.
Yeah.
No,
Love their food.
no sushi because we don't like sushi.
They can still get it if they want to.
No, they can't. Well, they have to pay for it.
That's
we're not
it,
giving.
it's on them.
We're not giving it away.
No. They unfortunately don't do sushi Monday, Tuesday. So when we have the
Oh,
party,
Yeah.
that's why there's no sushi.
Yeah, 'cause
but
we
if
take it
there
from the
was,
room.
we would have it. Yes. Whether we like it or not, we would have it for our clients, Hank.
We love you, Mari.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Okay.
I'll see you soon.
See you in a bit, Mari. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
I know, right? You just saw each other. You've been away from each other for like 20 minutes.
No, she was still kind of asleep when I left.
Ah, I'm jealous.
Oh, I cannot sleep anymore. I'm awake now at 5:15,
Regardless, no matter
5:30.
what.
Regardless.
No, my wakings are now 3 a.m.
Oh, okay. I don't
Wide
feel quite so
awake.
bad. Yeah.
Wide awake.
Yep.
And I'm like, why? Okay, might as well get some work done. And then I'll fall back asleep around 6. I'm like,
Right.
that is not the
No,
time
no,
to
no,
fall
no, no,
asleep.
no.
I got my day
I'll
going.
say when we go to bed, I'll say, you know what? I'm not going to set the alarm on my phone, and I'll just, we don't have to be anywhere first thing in the morning. I'm not going on with Steph. I can just kind of not taking Mariana to school. I can just kind of sleep. 5 o'clock, bing.
I hate that.
And then I try to go back to sleep, and the kids look at me like, "You going to feed us?"
The kids. You brought the kids to be blessed
Yes,
the other
we did.
day.
We did. We brought the kids to be blessed at Christ the King Church.
Cracking up, bringing cats and carriers.
There was
to
a
go get
chicken there.
What?
Somebody brought their chicken. And Father Healy just went around boing, 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 and he.
Did Father Healy ever say that, like, this is the first chicken I've blessed?
No,
Probably not.
No, actually, I understand
the
Father.
first live chicken.
I was
blessed.
surprised Father Healy was there because I understand he has a really bad cat allergy.
Oh,
And he wasn't there last year. Someone else did. One of the deacons did it, but he was there this year with the deacon, and I was a little surprised.
it was outside. So.
Oh yeah, it was outside, and the dogs had to be on leashes.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything else had to be in a cage. But apparently not the chicken, because Mariana saw the chicken and she went, "Papa, it's a chicken."
Who is getting their chicken blessed? I need
know.
to have you on my show. I need to know you.
I don't know.
I love that.
Yeah.
We had chickens for about a decade. My kids absolutely love them, but anytime
Mhm.
anything would befall one of them, which was often, Lily would just have an absolute meltdown.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh, there was a big burial. She was like Winona Ryder and Beetlejuice. The black veil. She all of a sudden turned into one of my Portuguese aunts. It was just
geez.
like, oh my God, I can't do this every day with you, kid. I can't do it.
With the black knight
Oh yeah,
halfway up the
whole
leg
thing.
and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Totally.
Oh my goodness.
The chicken funerals we would have.
Oh.
Absolute ridiculousness. Chicken getting
Kids
blessed.
do the darndest things, don't
That's
they?
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I also got to go to the Calmus Car Meet where I ran into one of your buddies there, Hank Toohey.
Hank Toohey. I know it. Hank is see, I don't say an old friend anymore.
Yeah.
The term I use now is long time.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Okay. Hank and I have
long-time
celebrated birthdays together because he's 10 years older than I am. And when I turned 50 and he turned 60, his wife Donna and Mari had a 50-60 birthday party for us at Dino's.
Oh, fun.
Just one big,
Might as
one big
well.
party. Our friends and their friends, and it was a blast. But Hank's wife Donna was Megan's third and fifth grade teacher.
Oh, wow.
And we've known them and been friends with them ever since. He's the one that got us playing golf
Oh, I love that,
all
though.
those years ago. And he's one of those guys that stands up at the tee and goes, whoosh, and we're trying to learn and we're going, whoop. But I still can't hit it as far as Hank can, but that's okay.
Very much laughed out loud. I don't normally do that during Saturday Night Live, but they had a comedian that we really liked, Nate Bargatze, that was hosting, and they did a golf skit.
Oh, they did.
And it's so funny. I have to pull it up for you afterwards because
right.
I was just not expecting it.
Mhm.
It was something that I hadn't seen in a concept that they've never done. So I was
Really?
like, all right, it's actually really funny.
Mhm. Oh,
It's cheesy, it's kitschy, but it's
Mhm.
very, very funny. So
Right.
I did enjoy watching the golf skit.
And I have a tea time at 10:14 this morning.
Oh, there you go.
So
Well, it's going to be a better day than it was yesterday. Yesterday was just gloomy. It was
Yeah.
like, what a thunder, lightning. The night
Yeah.
before, I was out there trying to chase Aurora Borealis.
people can't seem to find it.
Well, because what they weren't telling you is that it's a lens on their camera. So it's atmospheric change that was happening.
Yeah.
And so it really wasn't what was visible to the naked eye.
Oh.
It was a camera setting in a lot of cases. But for us, it wasn't far enough down for us. There were like very small little spotted
Yeah.
sightings of it in the Brewster area and also on Gray's Beach for like a 10-minute period. People got like little glimpses of it.
Yeah.
But also a camera setting. So don't
No.
freak out that you weren't available.
They didn't mention that
Yeah, right.
anywhere. Nowhere.
Cliff and I were driving around at 10 o'clock at night. It's literally the blind leading the blind because there was no street lights where you're going because you're trying not to have light
Right.
pollution.
So you can see it.
Well, yeah. Well, our old eyes can't see that anymore. So we're all like, we need to go home. We're gonna get in a car wreck. This is foolish.
Right.
What are you doing? Looking for the auroras? Idiots.
Look at those two cute old
I know.
people.
Yeah, right. We had a fun little adventure. This is what we do now.
Oh, and you went home and you had your hot toddies. And you
Yeah,
went to
right.
bed.
Yeah, right. No, we didn't. I was like, leave me alone. You're making noise. Put on your CPAP machine. Good night. In the most loving way I possibly could. It's how it is now, Hank. This is how it is.
Oh, well, I know.
So it is Halloween season, and there are parties, there are get-togethers, there are spirit Halloweens popped up all over the place. And I saw a study that said it is rude to neighborhood hop whilst trick-or-treating.
It is rude.
Really?
Really?
I've never heard this, that it was rude
No.
ever in my entire life. Now, I mean, neighborhood trick-or-treating has kind of gone on by the wayside because
Right.
we do now have the trunk or treats
Yeah.
that have kind of, our neighborhood used to be teeming with children. And this side, Briarwood, the whole area in which we live, there are 700 houses.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it was just such a magical place for the kids. My husband used to deck out their little wagon with either make it a ship or make
Yeah.
it some sort of cool thing
Yeah.
to like walk around the neighborhood with. And then we would get in the car and then go to another one of our friends' houses. It wouldn't be a big deal
Yeah.
to neighborhood hop. You go to the places where you know they've got good candy.
Of course.
Well, they're saying that's rude now.
Oh. Well, Mariana has gone down to the village, Sandwich Village, the last couple of years. I don't know what she's doing this year. She didn't do it
Yeah.
last year either, but before that, because apparently the folks in the village, they give out the big candy bars.
Yeah, you go where the good candy is.
Right.
I
Yeah.
just wish I would see people trick-or-treating on the regular out in life,
Yes.
period,
Yes.
at this point, but
Oh, yeah.
we're not.
I'm just looking for Julie there. I don't see her.
No, I haven't seen her. Hopefully she's okay.
Yeah. All right.
I know.
Julie, if you're out there, just let us know you're okay because
Hi.
we're kind of worried. You
Now
said
we're nervous.
you're going to be checking in. Now we're nervous.
I cannot believe. What were you doing at 24 years old?
Oh God.
Right?
24 years old. I was probably working at WARA.
Yeah, I was a new mom. I was working, I think it's the Rose at that time, 96th Street, the Rose.
Yep.
Not robbing a poor woman from Marston's Mills
No.
out of $46,000.
No.
And they caught this person at
Mhm.
the airport,
Yep.
like ready to flee.
Oh, gee.
24 years old.
That's awful.
scamming people.
Yeah.
Like, did she think that, Cape Cod is this place that no one will never know? No, they'll never know who I am.
Right.
This is a woman out of Flushing, New York, by the way. I don't know if you've seen this true life, real life crazy
Yep.
crime
Yep. that
that happened here. People were swindled. That was just the one that they've caught. They say that there's more
Yeah.
involved in this case.
Yeah. It's another one of those, someone posing as someone from the government or official, and you've got to put your money here. I think the premise for this one was drug dealers or somebody had gotten a hold of the person's social security account, or whatever the number, and they had to move their money into a safe account that the
I don't
government
believe
had.
anything now. I think everything's a
No.
scam to the point where they shut my debit card off last week. I was like, I don't believe any of this. None of this
They
is real.
shut your
None of this is
debit
real.
card off.
Like, no, Stephanie, actually, it's real. You have to deal with this. I was like, oh, okay. I thought I was a scam, guys, in the app. All right, fine. I'm in the app. It's
Yeah.
not an email, but I didn't respond to the email because I was like, that's a lie.
Right. Right.
I don't believe anything.
Well, we're having trouble with we have a business account with a particular bank.
Yep.
And we have a debit card connected with the business that we attempt to pay business bills with.
Yeah.
And honest to God,
It's so annoying and stressful,
it's
isn't
annoying. I mean, it's clearly we're a business. Clearly, this is a business, and they've shut down. I have to call again today. We do advertising on Google.
it? Yeah.
This is the third time, twice in the last month.
And I know it's for our safety
That they've
because
shut
there's
it
so
down.
many scams and everything going on. And
Right.
thank you for protecting us and yourself. But also, it's very annoying.
It is. And this whole double access code thing now you put your password in, and then
2-part authentication.
I'm sorry, I can't remember it.
I'm just used to it. I'm like, here you go, whatever.
No, I'm just sorry. It's aggravating.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's understandable why people are getting scammed because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like, you're fed up, whatever, take it. Just take it all. I don't
Right,
care.
right. Sounds right. I don't know.
I'm not going to fight you on this.
No.
It is frustrating. I was supposed to talk to Carol Bosco Bowman. I'm going to push that interview till tomorrow. The Cape Wellness Collaborative has their Halloween gala coming up, and she's going to talk a little bit about, she's the new executive director over there.
Okay, cool.
So they're doing a really cool event that looks like a lot of fun. I won't be able to partake in it just because I've got other activities going on. Because when don't I have other activities going on?
You always have other activities
We
going
are fully booked for the month of October and November, which is wild.
Really?
Yeah, fully booked. So I'm excited about it. But at the same time, it's just like it's not fun when you don't know, like, what am I doing today? No,
Right.
I'm booked. I'm fully booked, which is very nice. And I'm thankful to be busy, but also very, very stressful when it comes to trying to squeeze in important matters of my health.
Yeah, you do have to take care of that stuff.
And important appointments and whatnot. So it's very annoying. It's just going to be strategery for the next month or two.
Yep.
As we're ending the year. That's it, right? I can't even watch anything political at this point. I'm now already irritated. We knew this day would come, but I'm already irritated with the New Hampshire ads and the main ad. Who's the main lady that's like the problem now?
Oh, I haven't seen the main lady yet. I've seen it. Actually, Mari and I were talking about this last night. The New Hampshire people at least change the friggin' ad.
Well, it's a 1-4, and then it's a one after. They've got the pack that's doing the anti-ad of the 1-4, every single one.
Right.
So it's a cute ad of her and her husband talking about whatever, and then it's the anti-them on the next commercial. And I was just like, I can't. Do I like her? Do I hate her? Do I know? I don't care. I'm not even voting for this human.
Right. There's one with the lady who's running for governor, who apparently, allegedly, turned the streets of Manchester into,
oh yes,
I don't know what. And then there's the other one where
she says one thing,
where she says one thing, and I'm all for reproductive rights, and then there's this whole list of things that says, well, no, you're not really. But please change them.
I know.
And you know the other thing that
I have no interest in this.
You know the other thing that I always think about when you listen to those ads, what real person talks that way?
Right, no one does.
So and so is too liberal for what? Or too conservative for what? No one talks that way.
Well, it's 2024.
Except politicians.
No one talks that way, period. But apparently, did you see the new podcast that Google is putting out?
No.
They make a full-on podcast of whatever document you upload. And these two AI humans sound very real. Like scary real. Like you and I having this conversation that's totally not with real people.
Yep.
In a dialogue of whatever you upload, whatever document you upload to them. Some guy uploaded his 401k.
Yeah.
They made a podcast about it. Cliff did it the other night and he uploaded, I forget what it was, just like this dumb AI, IT, whatever it was. And it was a man and a woman.
And they just read it?
Just having a real conversation.
Just using the words in the document.
No, but using the information in the document, but actually having a real conversation about it. It was so scary.
Wait a minute. They didn't read it like word for word.
No.
They took the information and then they generated a conversation.
Correct.
Holy poop.
Right? They made a podcast with AI, but they weren't AI voices. They were just a regular man and woman's voice.
Yeah. It
sounded scary real.
Wow.
And just using regular dumb vernacular of a regular human being. Like you would not, it's not politician speak and it's not AI speak. It is very, very scary. And this is Google's new offering.
Well, aren't they wonderful?
Very scary. So you're never going to know if you're talking to a real person anymore, period. You really don't know.
No, you don't. No, you never know who when you answer the phone.
That was one of our that was one of our trivia questions. How can you tell when it's a computer trying to imitate a human? Do you know what the name of that scale is or that test is? The Turing test.
Really?
Remember Alan Turing?
Yes.
So that was that video, the movie that was recently out, but that that was developed technology back in wartime.
Yeah.
That they are still now using to try and tell if things are AI or not. And
Right.
it's super
Oh, yeah.
frightening.
Well, you see all the things on
I'm not anti-technology, by the way.
on
Look what we're
Reels
doing.
or TikTok, and I don't care if it's Vice President Harris or former President Trump, and they're putting up these 25 and 30-second snippets, and you just look at them and you go, "That's not true.
Or real. That
That's
never
not real.
happened.
That never happened. They never said that."
Freaky.
I mean, I'm a fan of one and not a fan of the other, but I don't. I mean, I don't care
I'm
who
a
it
fan of
is.
nothing.
It's well, more a fan of one because I can't stand the other one. But you look, I don't know, but people apparently believe this stuff.
Yeah, well,
They see these videos, these reels, or
it's too much work to look it up.
TikTok
What's up, Matt?
things. Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing. You look it up. If it looks funny, you look it up. I mean, all this stuff now about, again, getting back to the hurricane, about the government assistance that's available and what isn't available, and the stuff that's being pumped out.
How about the scientists that changed the trajectory of the hurricane?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is real. They did move it a little. They were messing with it. And that did happen.
It's crazy.
Right?
It's just crazy.
And who would have thought we would be living in this? Here we are.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Don't believe what people put on Facebook about this is what this group or that group or this organization or this government.
I want to talk about fun stuff. Like, what Halloween costume are you going to be? I don't know. I think I don't even know if we even have an activity to go to at this point. I don't know if we have a party. I feel like we should have a party, but I don't need to schedule anything else for myself.
I was going to say, you don't have one planned already somewhere?
I don't. We are out a couple of times that week, and it's definitely going to be Halloween themed week. And you know I'm a fan of Halloween dress and seasonal attire. I'm wearing my witch shirt right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing my Hocus Pocus shirt. Even one of our teams last night at trivia was Hocus Pocus. I'm going to be a full month of Halloween-y stuff.
What day of the week is Halloween anyway?
That is a good question. Let me take a look, Hank. I think it's like a Monday. I don't even think it's like a good day. No, actually, it's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
So we're going to be out anyway. We're going to be out over at Ryan Family Amusements, and I think that they've got some sort of Halloween something rather.
I bet they would be with all the stuff for kids and everything that's there.
Right?
Yeah.
Halloween themed trivia with a party afterwards. I need to get a hold of you, Sheila. Sheila,
she's thinking. She's got ideas again.
We need to make some activities. Because I don't have enough going on. If you're looking for something to do, we have no shortage of that for you. Eventsoncape.com is where you can find us online. An event on Cape Cod. Our group is growing by leaps and bounds. We're over 9,000 people that are involved in this group right now. And you can just share some awesome stuff that's going on in your community with us. No more sales stuff. I don't want to see your apartment. I don't want to know about your ductwork. All of it is garbage. You know it's a lie. We're just sharing events only.
Nice you're having a yard sale, but we don't care.
Yeah, right. I'm like, oh, even that I'll let slide once in a while. I'm like, I guess it could be seen as an event. I mean, it's a big event for you.
No.
But it's pushing it.
Unless it's a fundraising event for some organization.
Right.
If it's just, I'm cleaning the crap out of my garage.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're not having that.
Not having that, no.
We are definitely raising funds. We are doing some big things with our nonprofit here at Lemonade. We have a big ticket item in 2025 that we are fundraising for.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even talked to you about it.
Uh-oh.
That's like,
uh-oh.
I was like, I get in these community meetings and someone's like, we need this, we need this, and we need this, and we need this. And there's Stephanie like, hamsters
I'll
are
take
moving.
care of it.
Let's do this. So we said yes to a very big project for 2025. I haven't unveiled it and we haven't talked about it. And once again, it's a lofty fundraising goal.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if we're able to meet this in 2025, but I'm very much looking forward to it. So I got a meeting with a farmer today.
Well, if she's looking forward to it, then I guess I'm looking forward to it.
You definitely are. We're going to be feeding people, Hank.
Okay.
What's better than that?
Okay, I'll go with food.
Exactly. Food is our lifeblood, and we're going to be doing a lot of food things. And we've got some fun activities for our entire community. And I'm really thank you so much for the amount of hours that you have put in to not only Lemonadio, but Lemonade as well in our
thank
farmers
you.
market.
Thank you.
Honestly, you and Mari and Mariana, it has been an all family, all people on deck.
We've had fun.
So many great volunteers. Like I'm going to get weepy about it next week, but I'm already like getting in my feelings about it this week, especially as I have to push send for a grant to sustain us for bigger things next year today.
Good.
So, oh my God. I'm going to let everybody go. Hank, what's coming up on lunch break?
Well, yesterday we talked about food that we really don't eat anymore,
Yeah.
like squab
Yeah. No.
or
No.
chili con carne.
No.
So what do you do? What did your mother used to tell you after you ate a meal? Go brush your teeth. So today we're going to talk about, was Mom really right? Do you really have to brush your teeth?
Interesting.
Yes.
Depending on what you eat, probably I say yes to that. So I'm
oh, you'd be surprised.
looking forward to what's on lunch break.
And of course, Thursday, I won't be here on Thursday. Thursday is, of course.
We'll be at the college.
Right. Am I going or just you?
WKKL. Well, Kat is going to be joining me over there. Kat is also a breast cancer survivor.
Okay. Well, that leaves me out.
Yeah. And we've got, we're working with some of the students, but it is a 0.5K, like we talked about. Still time to get signed up for that one. And it really is an easy lap. Once again, Hank is a veteran of this race. Murray is a veteran of this race. We've got a bagpiper. We have a massage station. We are really doing it big. We'll be in the Mashpee comments if you're wondering, what is all that fanfare? Why is that police car with the sirens on? It's because we demanded it. We had to go big or go home.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the little things, Hank, that we get to celebrate in our community.
Right. So when is the 5K going to, 0.5K going to be on Sunday?
Sunday at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay.
Yep. It's before the farmer's market.
Okay. Because I don't think Mariana has confirmation class Sunday morning.
Oh, isn't that fun? That has begun.
Well, she went 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But then this week I said, no, you're not going because we're going to go get the animals blessed.
Perfect. I'm sure she wasn't fighting you on that.
Oh, no, not at all. Nope, not at all.
It's her final year of CCD. Is it last?
No. You know what they've done?
Time.
Oh, they've turned confirmation into a 3-year ordeal.
What?
And we'll just leave it at that.
Okay. I thought you wanted more people to do this.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, we got to go.
All
Everybody
right.
have a great day. Find us lemonadio.com, and we'll talk to you soon.
See you noontime, folks. Toodaloo.
3 years.
3 years. 7th and 8th is preparatory.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
What?